Alright.
This place here.
We'll need to catch a carriage soon if we want to make it to the royal capital.
Let's go.
We can wait no longer. Are you ready?
Right.
Sure are.
Let's move out.
Escaping the dragon's threat in the Nord mines, the party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers. To make up for lost time, they risk hiring a coach to secret them the rest of the way to the capital. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 2 days remain.
Finally, we found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Louise zealots too, if I remember. Talk about a nasty surprise.
You've come a ways since then. Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Reminds me of the road to the fort. Sitting there in the cart. Never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
It'll only get tougher from here on out.
Oh, I wasn't really complaining. I know what I signed up for.
The last couple days have certainly been eventful. Almost feels like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
Well, plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
We're almost to the capital. Quiet now, and stay sharp.
Man, this demo is long. Oh, she has a halberd. Cool.
Milady, welcome back, and thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Surely you jest, milady.
Pay me no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. 'Tis a testament to how long I've been away.
It's the guard that's changed the most. It's just chaos and politics there, arguing over matters of succession. Feels like we've lost sight of who we're even protecting. Not to mention talk of monsters at the border. We've nowhere near enough soldiers to deal with them on top of everything else.
After tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned. After which, I suppose there'll be no further need of a search party. Not many even remember we were searching in the first place.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 1 day remains. Escaping the Nord mines, the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to Grand Trad, capital of Uchronia, the day before the royal funeral. As they gaze upon the city, flags of mourning fluttering in the wind, the magnitude of their mission exacts its toll on the heart.
The fog's rolling in. Rain's the last thing we need.
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
Oh, it'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine boredom's the worst we need to worry about.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves. There's a hostelry tucked at the back of Sunshade Row, the hushed Honeybee Inn. We'll talk details once we're there.
Here we go.
Grius went ahead. Let's hurry after him. Okay, but first let's talk to people. No, and Elda again. It's the same one that was skulking about earlier, too. You dare show yourself here just as the royal funeral is taking place? Oh, this is a bad omen. Hurry up and get out of here. Your kind will only make the Magla stronger. Wow, this lady's wanting to talk. It's not like she can actually tell how much Magla is in the air.
Hey,
What's this then? You come to pick this one over too? Hate to tell you, but he's got nothing worth taking. You should go somewhere safer. Safe? You're not telling me you're worried about him. Wasting your time, lad. Wasting your time. Got nothing better to do with yourself then. I think somebody moves him along during the day, but come night he's always around these parts moaning like a ghoul. Waste his sympathy trying to look out for these types. Not exactly a rare sight in town. That's gonna be a social link or something, or it's like a thing that exists in the environment passively that we get to participate in. It's not stray too far. If you're lost or something, check the map. God, I like the art design in this game.
Hey.
No detours. Okay. That's fine. The red haired elf is not over there. Talk to some people.
Stop!
May I ask you to step away from the accumulator? That goes double for one of your tribe. What's that? Damn, Elda, I can spare no more of my time entertaining your stupidity. If you have no business here, then be gone. You're getting in the way of my work. Oh, could it be? You're an Elda, correct? My, I've never seen one of your kind before. I assume you're not from these parts. Tell me, do you hail from outside the city? That's right. I see. I must admit, I'm quite jealous of you, Elda. Traveling outside the city is a most dangerous venture. Unless you have a gauntlet runner, that is. Well, if this is your first time here, I must warn you to stay on your guard. The city's denizens can be somewhat unwelcoming towards people of your tribe. Thanks, bud. I knew that. Oh, okay, we can go down here. Interesting. Holy smokes, a whole second area.
I just want some coin.
So this is Sunshade Row. Seems a fine place to disappear from prying eyes. But where's the inn? You're supposed to ask. You suppose we should ask around? Okay, never mind. This is where I was supposed to go. There's no time to double back. Grius is waiting for us. Okay. Soul Sloth says, "What's an Elda?" My character. My character is an Elda. It is just his race. So you notice he doesn't have horns and he has human ears. He's an Elda. But this guy right here, he's a Kremar or Clemar. He has horns. And then there's the Rusant, which are elves, and the Rogue, which have tattoos.
Do you need something?
The Hushed Honeybee Inn, only bad sorts of folks in there, you know. Well, go at your own risk, I won't stop you. You know the narrow alley behind the right side of the gallows? Go down there and it'll be down some stairs. It's at the end of the way. When will the next execution be? Oh, I can't wait. The last Nydia was a sight to behold. It's not often you get to see such pathetic cowering.
Got a moment?
Yeah, I know. Don't railroad me, damn it. I want to talk to people. That accursed landlord. Told him my mother comes tomorrow and he still springs all this work on me. He's a social link. Hey, you, fancy a riddle. Where is one sure to find the kind-hearted in this country? No idea. Right up on those gallows there. Yes, the people hanging there are good, virtuous people. A true villain never faces judgment, no matter their crimes.
Well.
By the way, you're not from the capital, are you? What brings you to this cesspool of a city? An inn on Sunshade Row.
Yeah.
Ah, the Honeybee? What business might one have there? Very interesting. I love what he's saying. That bastard of a landowner. Damn right. All landlords are bastards. Don't look at me, damn Elda. What's this? Gloam Hall. If it's an igniter shop, they're doing a good job disguising it. Either way, we need to be elsewhere right now. Ah.
Crowd on this street looks pretty rough. What is it? Oi, you there?
What are you doing here? This ain't a place for a guy your stature. Hold on, an Elda? If so, that's why. I have business at the Hushed Honeybee. Is that right? Ah, I won't pry, mate. For both our sakes. We know how it is being put through the ringer, too. Sorry about picking a fight with you.
Oh.
Grius, we heard all the soldiers at the fort got annihilated, but not you. I see, you stubborn old bastard. About that. Aye, don't you worry. Nearly all of Sunshade Row's in your debt. None of us here will go running our mouths now. Okay. In we go.
This place.
This is the Hushed Honeybee Inn. Finally, a place to get a proper rest. Something good's cooking too, I can smell it. Let's hurry inside.
You're back.
Papa, welcome home.
Well, hello, my Maria. I trust you've been staying out of trouble. These are, well, new recruits. Just enlisted.
So young. It's good to meet you. I'm Fabienne. This inn is my business and my home. Manners, Maria.
The voice acting in this game is incredible. This is a very, very well voice acted dub.
Welcome.
Hey, I'm wasting away over here. Where's my order?
Maria, could you handle that?
Yes, right away.
You're back sooner than I thought. Something happened.
Something bad. Barely any survivors.
I see.
I didn't know Grius had a daughter.
I know I've already asked so much of you, but would you mind looking after Maria a little while longer?
Of course. It wouldn't be the Honeybee without her.
Now, as for the rest of you, after braving the frontiers with this curmudgeon, I'm sure you would welcome a warm supper.
Once we're done, we'll head upstairs.
It's so good.
Oh, spicy. I can't feel my tongue.
Oh, pipe down and eat, boy.
That was delicious, especially the meat. I wasn't expecting it to have such a kick, but it grows on you fast.
Red grass roasted beedow. Bird meat. One of her hometown specialities. She's risked a lot to shelter me and to help the resistance. I owe her more than I can say.
You said we were short-handed, but are we really the only ones?
I know we've plenty of independent agents fighting in their own ways, but it seems none could avail themselves to us, which means we're the only ones who can do this.
Still, killing Luis. That's not going to be an easy feat.
Grius, do you have a plan? Fill us in.
Midway through the funeral, in broad daylight. That's insane.
It's risky, to be sure, but we'll never find a better chance at confronting the man directly. Don't worry. I'll be the only one getting close to him. I'll need you to draw Luis's attention from a different location. All I need is an opening. And don't rely on your fancy powers for this, all right? It'll attract too much attention. Killing a man and slaying a beast are two very different things. This is all I need.
You're joking. You and that kitchen knife against an archmage. Isn't there anything we can do to help?
No, you'll just get in the way. Besides, this kitchen knife can slit his throat like the swine he is. A fast kill, if not a clean one. It's nothing I've not done before. Give me my opening, and the man's dead.
All right.
Not much of a choice, I suppose.
One last thing. Keep Maria company a while, would you? The girl gets lonely on her own.
Aren't you at least going to tuck her in?
I've got to prepare tonight. Too much still needs doing. And best that it's done as far from her as possible.
And there's his fatherly side, I suppose. Sorry, but I'm going to bed early. I need a full night's rest if I don't want to be a liability.
Well, we've all been short on time to ourselves, but I'd feel bad leaving Maria all alone. Shall we go check in on her, at least?
Look at that.
All right. The Hush Honeybee Inn. A tavern and inn located on the back streets of Grand Trad, managed by a parapus named Fabienne that acts as Grius' secret base of operations. The first floor is known to be an unofficial meeting place for minority tribes to gather and exchange information. Fabienne is generally aware of Grius' covert operations and occasionally even lends her cooperation. At the tavern, Fabienne prepares delectable dishes from her hometown and her food is highly popular. Red grass roasted bidou. Ew, fucking whole tomatoes just on the plate. Yuck. A culinary specialty from the hometown of Fabienne, hostess of the Hushed Honeybee Inn. Roasted with zesty spices and red grass herbs, this aromatic poultry dish is supposedly so addictive one bite will make you crave it for life. Many customers frequent the Honeybee to indulge in this meal alone, a hidden gem of Sunshade Row. I wonder if there are social links, like in the demo, or if they just don't open up until after the demo's done. A tribe whose members have longer lifespans, some living more than twice as long as the average of other tribes. They age at the same pace until adolescence, spending the remainder of their lives in middle and old age. Perhaps as a result, the rogue tribe conjures images of the elderly in many minds. Interesting. In a seniority-based society, rogues often hold high positions due to their longevity. They place great value in eventually passing down their knowledge and purpose, so much that they're known to remember favors as well as hold grudges for 3 generations. Though many rogue have unique markings on their face, they are not born with them. They are a form of traditional makeup. Interesting. So it's like a cultural tattoo. That's cool. Maria Alcest, Grius' daughter. Part rogue, part Ishkia. Ishkias are the people with wings, I think. She lives at the Hush Honeybee Inn in Grand Trad, where Fabienne takes care of her. A cheerful and lovable girl, she helps out at the inn at night, but is often discriminated against for being half-blood, resulting in a lack of friends her own age. Fabienne Vulpes. Fabienne the Fox. Proprietress of the Hushed Honeybee Inn, a tavern and inn located on the back streets of Grand Trad, a beautiful Parapus woman of good character. She has a common-law marriage with Grius and thinks of his child Maria as her own. I like that they just straight up, they're like, yeah, they're like married, basically. An enigmatic and powerful creature reigning supreme at the top of the ecosystem. King of all monsters, they are known as dragons. With their overpowering strength, they could wipe out an entire fleet of military gauntlet runners as easily as breathing. Best to not get on their bad side. Magla Hollow. Magla is not uniformly concentrated in the atmosphere, existing more like patches of smoke or fog in the air. As such, Magla is dense in some areas and extremely thin in others. One could say the Magla was hollowed out. Such areas provide reprieve from especially dense Magla, as the likelihood of encountering organisms affected or frenzied by Magla is significantly lessened in hollows. Let's explore.
Please enjoy yourself.
Grius and I go some ways back. Please make yourselves at home. Oh, I bet you go out back. Food. Fabienne's groceries for the inn are all lined up. I don't want to get in her way, so I'll leave them alone. Look at that. There's little mices. There's little mice in the walls. That's cute. I like that.
Did you need something?
I can't sleep.
I can't sleep.
You can't relax? Your job must be hard. Oh, I just remembered. Papa said you have a strange book, and that I should ask to see it.
You like books, huh?
Well, I haven't ever seen one before, so I was wondering what they're like.
Do you know how to read?
Just a little.
Well, since you're here, let's all read it together, okay?
Really?
Good kid voice acting is really hard. I'm impressed by this.
Oh, but I still have work to do.
Don't worry, Maria. I can handle this crowd. You have fun reading upstairs.
Really?
Yes. You did a very good job today.
Let's read then. There's so many pictures. Are all books like this? Miss Fabienne taught me how to read a little. She said it helps with keeping the inn running.
That's pretty impressive that you know how to read.
Well, I can't do lots of hard words, but I like learning new ones. Plus, I like when people say I'm clever, so I've got to work really, really hard. Papa always says not to go into his room, so I wait for him a lot. I'm good at waiting.
You're a strong girl, Maria.
I know Papa's always busy with work, but I'm happy when he comes home. Thank you. It was fun talking to you.
Why isn't the button working?
Let's do this again sometime.
Really? You don't mind talking to me? Then it's a promise. You're helping Papa with his job, aren't you? So, be safe. I've heard his job can be really dangerous.
She must be feeling anxious herself, but she's so concerned from the bottom of her heart about our safety. I feel comforted by Maria's kind-hearted nature.
The pure-hearted maiden, Maria. Within her dwells the virtue of the healer. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Hey, there we go.
Thank you.
Healer archetype. Oh, she's the healer archetype. Interesting. I wonder if she's a full party member? Or if we just get that because we get her social link? Because I guess Gallica isn't really a full party member, but we get mage from her. I can sense a heroic embodiment of the healer from Maria. You can now study the healer in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. Yeah, so I guess not all of these are going to be party members, though, right? Because there are 14 of them, and I doubt there are 14 party members in the game.
I wonder if Papa will stay for longer this time. It'd be sad if he had to leave right away.
He's probably... my guess for what's going to happen is he's going to die an incredibly brutal death, and then she's maybe going to swap into the party as his replacement. That's just like what the... That's what the signposting is here. It's like, oh, I love my dad. I'm a sad, lonely child. I'm a sad, bereft, lonely child, and my papa leaves me all alone all the time, but I love him so much. Talking to me is plot significant. I sure hope nothing bad will happen to my beloved papa.
I'll ask him to stay.
Okay. I think I'll try to read a little bit more. All right. I'll try to read this part now. In this country, the something king hears the voices of the city and protects their way of life. What's this say?
Society's purpose is to protect its citizens. This is a basic principle of this utopia. All are equal. All live in safety. And the rich and poor are as one. With no gaps, no conflict. All are friends, deserving of help. Basically, it's a place where there's no fighting. And everyone always gets along.
Wow. Where is this place? No one gets left alone there, right? I wish I could go. Can I read a little more?
We're probably not going to bed anytime soon.
As dawn breaks, so begins the procession to the Grand Cathedral.
The king's casket has left the castle. The procession will take the main streets to its destination, the Grand Cathedral. I'll have you blend in with the guards posted there. On my mark, you'll create a distraction. Draw Luis's attention.
What, with the soldiers? But our uniforms are...
I had Fabienne patch them up.
In the state they were in? That must have taken all night. Let me see.
Thanks for keeping Maria company yesterday. I'd appreciate if it wasn't the last time.
Don't worry. I'll handle it.
I appreciate it. The girl just has trouble making friends is all.
Britton says, I feel conflicted. If Grius is replaced by Maria, it would be weird if a small child inherited his level. I don't really think that, because he's not particularly powerful. He didn't awaken his own persona himself. And, like, in the context of the setting, like, if she awakens and she has, like, a stronger resolve than him, she might just be, like, really powerful. She's also filling a different role, because if she is a party member, which I don't know if she is, but, like, if she is, she's a healer archetype. So it's like she has like a set role, which means her stats are going to be really different than his as well. So it just means that she's better at different things, right? Because he is strength endurance, so he's designed to like overlap with Stroll. And if we use the dragon fight as an indicator of the design of the early level of the game, it is expecting us to make him a knight or whatever. Because seekers are weak to fire, and it is more advantageous to have two party members that are strong to fire and one that isn't weak to it as a mage able to target the dragon's weakness. So if Maria replaces him or someone replaces him and inherits his level, my guess is it's probably actually, if he dies and is replaced with a party member, which seems to be what it's setting up, because again, he's raising every red flag in the world. Either Maria joins the party as a healer, or possibly more likely, the red elf lady who we know was in his retinue during the assassination attempt takes his role as like a soldier. That's my guess.
We're going to split up as soon as we leave. At the Grand Cathedral, we'll pose as guards to cause a commotion. I leave the rest to you.
It just bothers me. Rishan says it just bothers me because the game lets you spend a consumable on his archetype. I think, honestly, like that's not a big deal because someone else will probably inherit them. Like, but even so, it's 100 experience. It's 3 battles. Like, it's not a big deal.
I'll see to everything here. Don't worry.
Papa.
I'll be back tonight. Be a good girl while I'm gone, eh?
We can read a little more from my book.
Really?
Once we're back, let's all have dinner together.
Yes, please.
Be careful.
See you soon.
The auto progression is going really fast in this cutscene for some reason. This was an issue I had in Persona 5 as well. Sometimes the auto marker would like happen before the line finished. That's what just occurred.
Once it's over, we'll regroup back here at night. I'm counting on you.
We'll do our best. Right then. Let's get ourselves ready, then head for the Grand Cathedral.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? RB to open local map. Icon show where facility is located. Facilities marked on the map. To get to the Grand Cathedral, we gotta head down San Lameo Street and then turn right when we get to the square in front of the gallows. There should be some shops selling weapons or armor on your way, so let's stop by. If you can't find them, your map should help.
That reminds me.
I cannot wait for modders to get a hold of this game and inject anti-aliasing and also get rid of motion blur. That's my 2 requests. I'm not that shocked that the demo doesn't have it. Today's the royal funeral. The king, he's really gone. My bottle's about gone too. Gonna have to throw my own royal funeral. What? Ugh, he reeks. What's with this guy? We can't go through this way, so let's steer clear. I don't know why, but I can sense Moore's presence over there. Does that mean this place is peaceful enough that you can connect to academia? Come to think of it, I did find a new power. I should go to academia when I can.
Now, where was I?
So, you've acquired a new archetype.
It would indeed appear as though you've acquired a new archetype. I wholeheartedly encourage you to examine its abilities here. I will. But first, kitty time.
That's a good kitty.
I think he likes you. Let's do the smart thing and read about the new archetype. Wow, really making me run for it. Looks like this research documents about the healer archetype. In times of yore, there lived heroes who healed all who looked to them for succor, regardless of birth. Their souls together form the power of the healer. Among them, the adept who walks the path of salvation I dub the cleric, the elite guardian of all things holy I dub the savior. The healer archetype is not only peerless in its healing and purification on the battlefield, but it is a master of offensive light magic as well. But in choosing to heal, one must sacrifice the strength to harm, or the resilience to act as a shield. Let no healer forget this truth. So this archetype is a supporting role with great healing magic and some offense with light magic, but otherwise it's pretty fragile. Indeed. I wonder what the party limit cap is in this game, because if it's 4 people, that would be sick. More games need 4 people parties. I would love 5 as well. That'd be cool. I think the last game I played with big parties like that was the last RPG. I mean, other than Persona, was like... Didn't Lost Odyssey have 5-man parties? Maybe I'm remembering wrong, because there is a paired set of characters in that game.
That's a good kid.
Yeah, Lost Odyssey was 5. That's what I thought. Thank you for coming. You seem to be walking your own path as I expected you would. Splendid. Well, I realize this is sudden, but there's something I wanted to ask of you regarding the power you are all gifted with, about archetypes. I have a task I'd like you to undertake. What do you mean by task?
All right.
To stand fearless in the face of change that may not only alter your form but reveal the heroic qualities you embody. That indeed is the truth of the archetypes. The heroes of our kingdom's history all showed glimpses of such power, though not to the extent you have, yet now their tales are largely forgotten, fables in obscurity. A hero standing alone is no hero at all, but a simple dissenter. Without the support of others, their ideals are soon buried beneath history's weight, and their lives go unnoticed. The same holds true for archetypes. An archetype will only reach their ultimate power once you obtain and unite many heroic embodiments. If you can achieve this, my dream shall too be fulfilled. In this way, I am sure we can take the first step toward the ideal world I described in my novel.
Because you see...
Researching this power is vital to me as well. For our first task, I'd like you to cultivate the heroic embodiment of the healer. I'm certain the task will be a fruitful opportunity for you to hone what draws others to you. That is to say, your outwardly royal virtue.
This one's important.
All right, I'm gonna make someone a healer. You need but complete your task to speak to me. That act alone will grant me boundless understanding.
Why?
Why are you going to such lengths to help me? I already told you. Call it personal wish and an opportunity for mutual benefit. There's a DS game I'm blanking on the name of that had a 6-man party. Didn't the DS Lunar game have 6-man parties? I think it might have. A confrontation with your nemesis is inevitable, is it not? For all your plans and devices, one day you will have to face and fight Count Louis.
But for that...
To that end, you must seek to awaken new and stronger archetypes and research the way their powers complement each other. Chance encounters often spur a hero to grow, and indeed change the very world around them. As we share a fantasy of ideals, surely I too will share in this growth.
This research.
And when that happens, my memories may gradually return, the king's seal upon them may fade. Such as where this place is and why the king can find me here. Through research, you gain more power, and I regain my memories, and ultimately we reach the utopia I dream of, a mutually beneficial agreement, no? Already your efforts have done much for my research. Now there is more I can do. To assist you. If an archetype has learned a skill, I can make it inheritable by other archetypes. Very useful. I can show you whenever you'd like. In this way, your encounters with others will become a source of even greater strength. So this game has a job system, but you can pass skills between archetypes. So rather than demon fusion inheriting skills, you're able to actually straight up set up like what you want and gain lateral progression. Skill inheritance is now available. You can spend mag to unlock previously learned skills and give them to other archetypes. You can individually set the skills of each archetype inherits. Very useful. Soulceleste says, I feel like this guy is a secret boss. He might be. You can usually fight Velvet Room attendants for fun in the Persona games, so maybe that's something we can do here.
I see. Fascinating.
This healer, this is the archetype you sense from Maria's way of life. Its heroic embodiment is that of a saintly presence who gives strength to others through their love and devotion to all life. 1000 mag is required to channel the healer. For the first time, do you want to awaken it? Sure do.
I'm counting on you.
That's the power I seek.
Of course.
Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a healer. Excited about this. Oh, magical star sign. That makes sense. Brownie Brown game. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to reach a hand out to any in need, even amidst the chaos of battle, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the healer.
Really?
So this is the power of the healer's soul. I feel the power of restoration and light within me. I will help others. For anyone in need, I will do all in my power. Healer archetype is awakened. You can now change archetypes from the main menu.
I found new power.
Awesome. Oh, I get a mace. Cool. Blunt weapons. Very fun. Gonna consider playing around with that. Heck yeah. Why not, right? I'm gonna make him a seeker, I think. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about that, actually. Inherit skills, Tilo, healer. Okay, I can pick at least one.
All right.
Psych. Sure. I'll take that. Now Stroll, I'll leave him as a knight for now.
Oh.
Do you wish to leave this place? Yes.
You'll come again,
I bid you farewell and good luck. Magical Star Sign is also like a short enough game. Out of my sight, filthy little Elda. Someone shouting from upstairs, but don't let it get to you. You haven't done anything wrong. Okay, I can just keep go over here. I'm not able to get in here. Even kings eventually die. Or is that obvious?
That reminds me.
Rumor has it this store only operates at night. Maybe we should check it out some night when we're free. It's so interesting seeing this game like do Persona and like Persona timetables while also being like an open world JRPG. It's like very intriguing and weird.
Sod off.
Oh!
Is the procession still far? I suppose it wouldn't pass through a dingy street like this. There's no way they'd bring the king near a street full of Priapus. Whoa there, hold on. Or Parapus. Is that Nelda over there? Don't stare, I can feel my skin crawling.
Hey, mister.
Mom got cross with me. She said, don't say bad things about other people. What kind of bad things? Big ears, no horn, you smell like poo. Huh? You don't have any horns either, mister? Are you Parapus? And the kid is learning racism, and the mom is trying desperately hard to keep them from tumbling into the pipeline. Hey now, Elda lad. That's a nice sword you got there. Relax, I'm no thief, but that sword says you're a mercenary, so I've got a little proposal for you. You must have picked up some mag from fighting monsters, yeah? If you're not using it, let me take it off your hands. By mag, I'm talking about the tiny magla crystal shards. I buy them up on order of the Sanctist Church. The accumulators out there gather it too, but I say they're inefficient. Anyway, what else would you use it for? A pretty sweet deal I'm offering me. Mag, that's the currency we use to study archetypes in academia. If you're really strapped for money, you could exchange mag here. You need both, though, so I'll leave it up to you. No thanks. Memorandum. Magla Accumulator. A device that gathers magla crystals too small or impure for use, and refines them into magla crystals of sufficient quality for use in magic igniters. It has a number of open pipes that extend outwards, and sometimes is accompanied by a floating terminal device, mainly stationed in areas where large amounts of people gather, such as Grand Trad or other large cities. The pipes and floating terminal all collect magla from the atmosphere, though the amount collected is marginal because the technology is new. The quality of the crystals produced are a far cry from good, but they are sufficient for igniters and are linked to the increased efficiency in igniter production, which until now has always required natural crystals. Though unpopular with most of the nobility, who see them as an eyesore, they are viewed favorably by most, the main reason being that the crystals produced by signiters can be sold. Signiters? Probably a typo. This alleviates the discontent of those who feel deprived by the opportunity to make use of the magla that exists within everyone, as igniters and magic education are too expensive. Regolith Grand Cathedral. An enormous cathedral built in the royal capital around the time Sanctism was established as the state religion. The largest structure in the entire kingdom, it boasts a scale far surpassing any other Sanctist construction. The land on which it was built was the former cemetery for the Ukrainian royal family. The highest point of the building soars past the palace by a large margin. Wowzer! That's a pretty big margin.
Hello there.
Royal funeral is being held today. If you got to close up shop for more in my own way, if you're looking to make a purchase, get on with it, please. Sell. Sell all. Thank you. Appraise. No items.
What do you think?
In order to get the most out of any weapon, consideration must be paid to its type. For example, swords slash the enemy while lances pierce them. If you're familiar with the characteristics of a weapon, even the simplest of attacks may turn the tide. A weapon's affinity can decide the victor before a blow is ever struck. For a true warrior, this is all common knowledge, but since so many of these days rely on igniters and skip the fundamentals, I figured I'd refresh your memory just to be safe. Thank you. Yeah. Iron Greatsword. I'm gonna look at some stuff in my inventory really quick.
Now.
Can be purified at a church. Alright, if I equip this, what happens? Nothing? Okay, so there is no downside. Skilled in physical slash attacks with a sword. Maybe it makes it dark affinity. Okay, and that is 1 point of damage worse, so no point buying that. Bronze knuckles are strike damage, so it seems like we're going to get a strike thing soon. Neat. Let's buy some armor, because I think we need it. It's nothing but Clemar this and Nobles that round here lately. My head's killing me listening to it all. Alright, let's buy some armor, because I'm a little bit down on them. Oh, what a rare customer. Sorry, but we'll be closing soon because of the royal funeral, I'm afraid.
What is it?
I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but there's no wisdom in buying the first piece of armor that happens to be within your budget. That may be reasonable when you're dealing with clothing or shoes, but for defensive gear, it's best to prioritize armor that suits your needs and body. If you start acting like some spoiled Clamar and come back in here complaining and demanding a return for armor that doesn't fit, I swear I'll ban you. It'd be bad for us if we get banned from here. In any case, we should put some consideration into the compatibility between our armor and archetype. What? Armor does different... Oh, no, it's just... I see. Never mind. That was... I have no cause for alarm.
Yeah.
Magic +2 could be good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have enough to purchase the other thing, huh? Guess not. That's fine. Is there anything I can purchase? Yeah. So Stroll's going to have to deal with not having better armor. That's okay. He'll be fine. It seems the Sanctifex Fordin will be the next king, or so my husband tells me. He has some standing with the Sanctus leadership, you see. He hears all sorts of inside gossip. Incredible, my husband could never. Potion shop?
Ugh, come on.
My word, what is this? There's no hair on this herb. Fine, shopkeep. I'll buy it for half the price.
And what is it you want?
King wouldn't have looked twice at me, but you can't help but feel sad. Anyway, you making a purchase today?
Oh.
The variety here is not bad, eh? All these jars do make it a little cramped, though, I suppose. You can hear the little buggers scurrying away to find new homes. I'm sorry, but please bear with me until I find a way to clean things up. Okay, medicine. Give me medicine. I need it. I'm so poor. Okay. Where are we going? Where are we going? What are we doing? Up here, I guess? That's the way. Is there any other places I can explore? Because I would like to go back up to the center area and then see if I can go anywhere else. Because now that they're introducing different archetypes and there's that one fist weapon in the store, I don't want to miss out on a fist weapon archetype that I can use. Oh no, that was right here. Okay, never mind. I guess I can just not worry about it. There was a place over here, wasn't there? Yeah.
What a mess.
I was thinking of eating just before the royal funeral, but apparently the area in front of the Grand Cathedral is already quite crowded. It'd be a shame if I couldn't get inside. Let's leave now and make our way there quickly.
What am I gonna do?
Oh, and Elda, quite the rare sight in town like this. Sorry, but I'm about to close shop. I'll have the church's eyes on me if I leave it open on the day of the royal funeral. Okay, well.
You
aren't allowed in the kitchen, and Elda not taught basic common sense. Well, sorry. Excuse me, princess. Jeez. All right. Is there anything else around here? I don't think so. I think I've done pretty much everything, right? Can I come over here? The royal funeral is set to commence. Everyone gather at the Grand Cathedral. Gather at the Grand Cathedral. Okay. What about in here? I'm going to find out that the purification for this thing is going to cost money. Today is the day of the royal funeral, so the believers gather at the Great Cathedral. If you have need of our services, please be quick about it. Judging by the sword upon your hip, I take it you are a warrior. If you carry armaments with hidden potential, I can purify them for you. However, no matter how sincere you may be, you are still an Elda. You must demonstrate a basic understanding of sanctism if you expect my cooperation. My wisdom was informed I could ask the church to purify my equipment. Okay, so I don't have the ability to do it yet. Certain equipment can be taken to a church and purified, after which it is born anew with enhanced capabilities and new special effects. You can unlock the Purify function by raising the Wisdom Royal Virtue. Equipment that can be purified will be noted in the item description. And the phrase closure contains lost ancient words within. Now cast your eyes downward and put your hands to your face to pray your respects and bare your soul before God. Praying while covering both eyes with both hands? I feel like not being able to see anything would make me more anxious. I'm not going to buy anything. Okay, so this is all healing, like revival and remedy items. Interesting. That makes sense. It's kind of cool. I think we just head for the Grand Cathedral now?